Colette is picking a servant from our village. They're choosing a name today. Let's go!
I am here on behalf of the Queen to pick her personal servant. It is required that she must be at least 16 years of age. I will now pick her name from this bowl. Alphaledra, you are Queen Alette's personal servant. Pack your chattel and we will leave in the morning.
I pack no. I think I'll pack this, and that's pretty much all I have. I don't want you to go. You know it won't be forever. We'll see each other again. What else is bothering you? I wanted to go to the castle and become the Queen's servant. I'm sick of living on the manor. Why can't I go with you? You know there can only be one person, and it will not be forever. What if it is? It won't be. I promise. Hello, Your Majesty. I'm Alphaledra. I'm your new personal servant.
Okay, so if I knew this thing would show up at my gate step, I would have chosen one of the Lord's daughters, like the other queens. I mean, look at her skirt. She looks like a mouse wrapped in a tablecloth. My job is to advise the king and set an example for the next heir. I can't do that with a mousy personal servant like this. I could be easily whipped by the king looking like what she'll make me into.
Well, get going. You're not supposed to just stand there like a peasant. But I am a peasant. Don't contradict me. Yes, ma'am.
I was not prepared for this. She is so stuck up. No, you can have this job now. I'd rather work on the manor farming for the rest of my life. At least there I could eat and not be verbally tortured.
I'm your most trusted advisor. You're supposed to actually listen to me. Look, I had your son and I go to your parties. But in return, I expect a say in the law. And you should stop eating like such a pig. Look at what you've done, you clumsy girl. Clean up this mess. The king and I are leaving. So these are my chambers, and you'll be sleeping through that door, in case I need something during the night. This? Yes, of course that. Were you expecting something better?
No, not at all. This is like a palace compared to my old room.
Are you kidding me? This room couldn't fit a mouse in it, let alone me. My old room was way bigger. I just want to go home.
Are you good for the night, madam? Yes, I am satisfied. Go to bed, servant.
Ah! What is it? A spider!
Is that all for tonight, ma'am?
No, call the Royal Arachnid Wrangler and tell him he has a job to finish.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Oh, and I need a glass of water.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Wake up! You are so close to being fired right now. Part of your job is to wake me up in the morning. I'm going to be late for the breakfast ball.
This is ridiculous. It isn't even sunrise yet. This is what I thought would be the best job ever. Yeah, right.
Oh, this is all your fault. I'm never supposed to be late for these things.
Ugh, this girl is so lazy. She's supposed to be my servant, not my best friend. At least she's acting like she is.
I'm sorry for your loss, Your Majesty.
That was a long day. I'm so exhausted.
Who was that woman you were talking to?
That was my father's best friend's daughter.
Why did she say she was sorry for your loss?
My father died last year. Didn't you know that? That's why my husband took the throne.
I did not know that. Life is hard on the farm. We hardly hear anything that happens in the kingdom. We work all day, but get no money. We're just happy we get shelter and food. It's not all parties and servants for us. It's work all day and sleep all night.
Is being my servant better than being in the fields?
I guess. It's better working conditions, but I miss my friends. And I got to sleep all night when I worked the fields. But it's better here because there are less bugs, and I'm less tired by the end of the day.
Why do you work?
My life is not like yours, Queen Noelle. I have to work for food. That's just how it is.
That is all. You may go to sleep.
Well, she's gotten nicer and her voice isn't as annoying anymore.
Your Majesty, it's time to wake up. You're getting better at this.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Well, let's go to breakfast now. You can sit if you want.
I'm supposed to serve you, not sit with you.
I declare today is officially Servants Appreciation Day. Sit.
So where's the king?
Oh, he's off meeting with his brothers.
Aren't you supposed to be there too?
No, the king doesn't involve me with his work in the kingdom. He thinks I'll mess it up.
Aren't you supposed to be his most trusted advisor?
Yes, I'm supposed to help give suggestions about how to make the kingdom run more efficiently, but he won't listen to any of my ideas. He thinks I can't run the kingdom.
I can understand that.
You can?
Of course, when we're out in the fields and we play games, the boys won't let us play some of them because we're girls.
Yeah, but it's not really the same thing, because we're talking about the sake of the kingdom. It's just games for you.
It's not just that. It's how the men treat us. They treat us like we can't do anything without help.
I know. Someday women are going to be able to keep charge. The day will come when that day will be the greatest one in history.
You've got that right.
You really have become a great friend as well as my servant. I think that at the next ball you should come with me to help greet the people. You will need a major makeover. Your clothes are okay, but your hair and face
What?
need work.
Did you see that one lady's hair?
Yeah, that was ridiculous. It was practically sticking straight up on her head.
Are you tired?
No, not yet.
Do you want to do something really fun?
Like what?
Like cook a cake.
What's a cake?
It's this really fun thing. Now let's go.
Okay. That looks really good.
Let's eat. I became the Queen Alette's best friend, going with her everywhere. She even let me go visit the manor where I grew up. I served her until we both grew old.
The king had started listening to my advice, and I grew some authority over the kingdom, like it should be. I became the first queen to become best friends with a servant.
Then we died, and many years later, women did have authority. That day is today.
This story is the kind of history no one records. For all we know, this might have actually happened.
Audrey, turn it off!
Hello, Your Majesty. I'm Aphrodita.
I'm here on behalf of the Queen to pick the
Trusted advisor. Sorry.
Sorry, I did what I could,
It's
guys.
okay.
You scroll. Audrey.
What? What is it?
Wake up! You don't know how close we...
You're supposed to walk over first. Look at what you've done, you clumsy girl. The king and I are leaving. Oh, sorry.
I'm your most trusted advisor. You're supposed to actually listen to me. Look, I had your son and I go to your party.